As BRICS expand, can G20 still play a relevant role in the global stage? In a world where economic power is increasingly decentralized, the upcoming G20 summit in Brazil next week serves as a crucial platform for addressing global economic and financial challenges. Yet, its relevance is being tested as the BRICS bloc grows in influence, actively reshaping the geopolitical and economic landscape. I explore the evolving roles of the G20 and BRICS, examining whether the G20 can maintain its centrality in global governance aimed at the rapid expansion and growing ambitions of the BRICS bloc. The G20, a legacy of economic leadership. The G20, formed in the wake of the 1997-1998 Asian financial crisis, has been instrumental in coordinating international economic policies among the world's largest economies. With its membership representing over 80% of global GDP, 75% of global trade, and 2/3 of the world's population, the G20 provides a critical forum for addressing pressing issues, from financial crises to climate change. This year's summit in Brazil brings together leaders from around the world, including China's Xi Jinping and the UK's Keir Starmer, to discuss topics ranging from inflation to the role of emerging technologies like crypto and fintech in reshaping global financial flows. Russian President Vladimir Putin's absence highlights the underlying geopolitical tensions that complicates the group's cohesion and effectiveness. BRICS on the rise, a new center of power. With its recent expansion to include countries like Iran, the United Arab Emirates, among others, BRICS now accounts for approximately 40% of the world population, and a growing share of global GDP has increasingly focused on financial independence, including efforts to reduce reliance on the US dollar in international trade and the establishment of alternative financial systems like a new development bank. Russian President Vladimir Putin recently asserted that BRICS nations are poised to generate the majority of global economic growth in the coming years, which reflects, in my opinion, BRICS' ability to harness the economic potential of emerging markets and its growing appeal as an alternative to Western-led financial systems. The overlap and divergence between G20 and BRICS. The G20 and BRICS share some overlap in membership, like Brazil, China, India, Russia, and South Africa. But their goals often diverge. The G20 prioritizes global economic stability and coordinated policy action, often shaped by developed economies like the United States, the EU nations, and Japan for that matter. Meanwhile, BRICS focuses on amplifying the voices of emerging economies and challenging the Western-dominated financial order. For example, while the G20 is discussing strategies to regulate fintech and crypto to ensure financial stability, BRICS nations are leveraging these technologies to bypass traditional financial gatekeepers and create their own financial ecosystems. These priorities raise questions about whether the G20 can effectively address the needs of all its members in a multipolar economic world. Challenges facing the G20. Number 1, fragmentation and geopolitical tensions. Geopolitical rivalries, particularly between the United States, China, and Russia, have made consensus building within the G20 increasingly difficult. Russia's limited engagements in the G20, as seen in Putin's absence from the Brazil summit, underscores these divisions. Number 2, inclusivity and representation. Critics argue that the G20 does not adequately represent the interests of smaller and developing nations. In contrast, BRICS' recent expansion suggests a more inclusive approach towards these economies. Number 3, adapting to technological disruptions. As global financial flows evolve rapidly due to fintech and blockchain, the G20's ability to craft timely and effective regulatory frameworks is being tested. Despite its challenges, the G20 retains several key advantages. Number 1, broad membership. With representations from both developed and emerging economies, the G20 is uniquely positioned to bridge the gap between different economic blocs. 2, institutional frameworks. The G20 has established mechanisms for addressing global crises, such as the 2008 financial meltdown, showcasing its capacity for coordinated action. Number 3, complementary role with BRICS. Rather than being competitors, the G20 and BRICS can serve complementary roles. For instance, the G20's global scope can address issues requiring multilateral actions, while BRICS can focus on regional developments and alternative financial systems. Is there a shared future? As BRICS continues its rise, the G20 faces an existential challenge. By embracing reform and fostering collaboration with emerging blocs like BRICS, the G20 can remain a cornerstone of global economic governance. The question is not whether the G20 can outpace BRICS, but whether it can evolve to work alongside with BRICS, ensuring that both developed and emerging economies benefit from the unprecedented opportunities and challenges of the 21st century's global economy. With the world watching the Rio Summit, the decisions made here could define the future of international cooperation for decades to come. This leads me to talk about this video's sponsor, DeFi Technology. Stock ticker is DEFTF. They have some exciting new information, and I remember we did talk about it before, but today we're gonna share more. DeFi Technology is a public company founded in 2020 out of the need for better and more secure access to decentralized finance. DeFi provides regulated, diversified exposure to a new wave of blockchain-based assets, services, and applications. The company pioneers the convergence of traditional capital markets with the world of decentralized finance. That's where the word DeFi came from. With a dedicated focus on industry-leading Web3 technologies, DeFi Technologies aims to provide widespread investor access to the future of finance. Backed by an esteemed team of experts with extensive experience in financial market and digital assets, DeFi is committed to revolutionizing the way individuals and institutions interact with the evolving financial ecosystem. Check out their website with the link in the description. The first thing you need to know as an investor is that DeFi is a holding company and owns many subsidiaries. The real key for this company is Valor, a leading digital asset ETP issuer. ETP is like ETFs, meaning it's an exchange-traded product. Here is the key info that I need you to know. Valor has acquired the license to issue ETPs in the Nordic market for crypto. And with over 30 ETP products, the sky is the limit. Their business model is to have minimal management fees And the reason for that, and why that is how they earn their money off their asset under management, known as AUM, is through their infrastructure units. Where through staking and lending, they run about 7 to 80%. So here are some critical updates of Valor, a subsidiary of DeFi Technologies. It is rapidly expanding its offerings to meet growing global demand for regulated digital assets products. Currently, it provides 28 exchange-traded products, ETPs. Valor plans to reach 40 by the end of this year and 100 by 2025. These ETPs offer investors a straightforward and regulated way to access digital assets, aligning with increasing confidence in this market. Over the past year, Valor achieved over $120 million Canadian, equivalency of $86 million US, in net sales, fueled by demand for its innovative products and rising digital asset prices. To further its reach, Valor is pursuing regulatory approval to enter emerging markets, including North Africa and West Asia, or Middle East, that is, unlocking opportunities to serve new investors with trusted solutions. Even they are now in the process of getting into New York Stock Exchange, and they are already in London Stock Exchange. This expansion reflects DeFi Technologies' commitment to driving accessibility in the digital financial space. Then there is another unit that comes out of this, is DeFi's Alpha strategy. DeFi Alpha strategy has also been a major success, generating significant revenues, about 113.8 million Canadian dollars, 83.4 million US dollar in Q2, and 19.3 million Canadian dollars, about 14.1 million US dollar in Q3, with zero losses. Yeah, you heard me. Zero losses. These profits have strengthened the company's financial foundation, allowing full debt repayments and the growth of its digital asset treasury. As of October of this year, the treasury holds a diversified portfolio valued at 43.6 million Canadian dollars, the equivalency of 31.4 million US dollars, including Bitcoin, Ethereum, Cardano, and Solana. In a move to capitalize on the Solana blockchain, DeFi launched SolFi Technologies, a spin-out company focused on generating high yields through proprietary staking algorithm and validator nodes operations. SolFi's innovative staking methods, backed by over, get this guys, 508 million Canadian dollars, the equivalency of 365 million US dollars in staked Solana, aim to deliver consistent returns. These profits can be reinvested or distributed to shareholders, emphasizing DeFi's goal of delivering tangible value. By combining cutting-edge strategies with financial resilience, DeFi Technologies set a benchmark for growth and innovation in decentralized finance. Once again, DeFi Technologies, stock ticker is DEFTF. Check it out. And remember, there is always risk in investments and there are no guarantees.